Y'all, I was not planning on filming a video today whatsoever, but I got to work. I opened my computer up and I opened YouTube and I saw a very odd title from an amazing creator right here. And I was like, this is so weird. I was like, I have got to click on this. I've got to see what's going on. And it is some shocking news that I definitely wanted to make a video on and give my thoughts, my input, just because I know so many people are being affected by this announcement. And if you are one of those people, one of the thousands of people affected by this, I hope you find this video, because as we dive in and go through, I will be kind of giving some tips and tricks on what I would do to move forward and through this. I think this is terrible for our industry. I think it's very shocking, and I am just so sad to see a company go through something like this so abruptly, and so on and so forth. So if you have no idea what's going on, I'm going to go through that today with you. And even though this is not just, a Cricut industry, this company has dabbled with Cricut, I believe has partnered with Cricut and other die cutting machines, but it's just sad for the industry altogether. They had thousands of customers, they had thousands of people's livelihood and money invested into this organization. And I find it just so hard and so sad. So what I'm going to do is, after my research, I found on a form the email that the Close to My Heart CEO actually sent out to their customers. I'm going to read it and I'm going to kind of dive in to why it's important, even if you have no commitment or interest in Close to My Heart, why it's important for our industry, and just something to be aware of, especially when you're considering working with an MLM and, the different options for you. I've been a creator for over 12 years online. I've made my whole living online since 2011, 2012. So I'm going to share with you my thoughts on where to go from here later in the video. But if you, again, are just a good friend of crafting and you want to stay up with current news, I thought you'd be just interested to know about this, and I'm going to give my thoughts. So it reads, "Dear Close to My Heart community, as the founder and owner of Close to My Heart, I have devoted my life's work to building and supporting this community, helping millions of people preserve memories, celebrate relationships in meaningful ways. This company has grown and developed into a beautiful, vibrant community devoted to touching hearts with vital creative arts, offering incredible products, rewarding business opportunities, and deep connection with fellow crafters. As much as I love what Close to My Heart stands for, after a great deal of deliberation, prayer, and counsel, I've come to a heartbreaking conclusion that the time has come to discontinue the business. Close to My Heart will cease operations effective June 30th, 2024. They're not selling. They're not doing any of that, it seems. They are just closing doors. It continues. The reason that has brought me to this decision are that too many to fully explain here. My health is a major factor, the stressors, demands of the business to continue to take their toll on me. At the same time, we have not seen the kind of growth we were needed in order to achieve long-term sustainability. The way the company and the economy are trending, I foresee considerable challenges ahead that we are simply not equipped to overcome. Ultimately, I am choosing to end Close to My Heart on my terms rather than being forced to close at some future date in less foreseeable circumstances. As upsetting it is for me and for thousands of makers, by taking this course of action now, we can provide our community and our employees with as much notice and as many opportunities as possible. Because I cherish the community we have built together, I have been working with my team to find a new home for our makers, where they can continue to benefit from the years of work that I have poured into their individual Close to My Heart business. We're in the midst of conversations with Stampin' Up!, collaboration on a solution that we hope will help our makers make the most of their investment in time and resources, and that will maintain at least a part of the legacy we have hoped to build. In the meantime, we have lots of products to choose from. We continue to fulfill orders. It is possible that turnaround time may grow a bit depending on order volume, but we'll do our best to process orders timely. We encourage you to continue shopping. I express my appreciation for you to join me on this journey and respect my decision at this time. It's been an honor to be able to serve this amazing community for over 40 years. Y'all, they've been around 40 years. It goes on to say, I have given all all to my success of this company, and I'll forever cherish the love I have felt from you and for you. My heart goes out for each and every one of you as your personal journey takes you beyond the time that we have blessed to share with one another through this marvelous company. You will remain close to my heart. And it was from their founder and CEO, Jeanette, who, from my research, has been going through a lot of health things over the past few years that I believe she has been open about sharing. And it seems like that's a priority, but there's so much to digest in this email and this, notice. The first thing I wanted to, just say is that, where we are at in an industry and just like economical times, over the past 3, 4, especially COVID with the craft industry, you saw a major blow up of crafts. I think if you all are not aware, the number one objection to why people do not craft is they don't have time. And one thing the pandemic did really, really well was that it created time for people to craft, which we saw it. I know almost everyone in our industry saw a lot of fast, rapid growth. And after the pandemic, kind of ended, a lot for us and other companies, it's not that we, went down. It's just that we didn't continue to grow at some companies in this industry through COVID, more than doubled, ours being one of which I believe. So I think they are feeling the effects of that shift in the economy. And that's why we see a lot of the economic things right now. I don't think it's necessarily something to be scared of, but we're just not in a rapid growth phase. So that's where I stand. I do a lot of research in our industry, in the craft industry. I try to read a lot just to be aware of where the market is and things like that. I would love to know what you all think about this email down below. I find it really interesting that they are not even trying to be acquired, but they are just ceasing operations. I think a really interesting part of this email is that they not only name dropped Stampin' Up!, which is an interesting move, but they go into saying they hope to be finding you a new home. And if you're not aware, Close to My Heart is a company that is kind of like an MLM where you have a downline and you can actually direct sales. So they have people be at Stampin' Up! Called demonstrators. I don't know exactly what they're referred to at Close to My Heart, but you would kind of sign up and have an investment. And I think that's why I wanted to make this video, is to kind of talk about, if you were affected, if you were here and you're affected by this decision, where do you go? And, as a independent creator that has been sharing crafting over the past, 10, 12 years, I think it's 14 now. I started in 2010 as a card maker. That's, I think, why this is so close to my heart. About the Close to My Heart closure is because I got involved in this industry through companies like Close to My Heart, attending a Stampin' Up! Class, and before that, attending a Creative Memories class, learned about scrapbooking, learned about paper trimmers, learned about cardstock, learned all of that through these companies that literally have impacted my life. The YouTube community has impacted it because that's where I went to find people making cards. My Pink Stamper, Robin Carden was one of mine and Courtney's both first people we watched online. And we've just really been impacted by companies like this. So to have, a company like this not just get acquired, but really close is really, I think, an interesting time for our industry. I don't want to say we should start expecting this with other companies, but what I want to say to those of you that may be considering doing a MLM or, joining and being a part of another company, or have been affected by this decision of Close to My Heart, what I really want you to, kind of see and kind of think about is not all the missed opportunity. A lot of you may be here and be like, oh my gosh, I have so much money, invested in Close to My Heart. I have so much expectation of what I was going to do with my Close to My Heart business this year. But my friend, what I want to offer you, and just what I want to touch on, is that my friend who prompted this video, who posted, said it in her video really well, is that she's still continue creating, which I was like, when she said that, I was like, yes. I was like, that's so good. I love that so, so much. I think it's so important that people are going to keep creating. And even what she said in her video, which I'll link down below again, is that she's going to start opening up and sharing other brands. And I think that's a really smart move for taking the kind of the infrastructure that you have built. I just want, if you're a demonstrator or been with Close to My Heart, whether you're at the, brand new or you've been making your livelihood through Close to My Heart, what I want to tell you, my friend, is that the people who buy from you, the people that consume your content, it's never been about Close to My Heart for your clients and your customers. It's been about you. So they need you right now to step up, to show them where you're going, to show them what they need to do, and to bring them along with you. And it might not always be a super easy, and it may not even be a seamless transition as you find your next steps or your next footing and your grounds to figure out where you're going and what you're doing. But I think it's a really awesome time for you, even if it doesn't feel like that today. What I hope for you is that a year or 2 years down the road, you look back at this and you'll actually be grateful for, having to pivot and having to grow and having to shift. One thing we say around here very often is that you don't grow when you're comfortable. Sometimes we make decisions to go out and get uncomfortable to grow. But for a lot of you who have been dealing with this over the past couple of days, this decision wasn't made by you. And that brings me to my next point. When you are considering working for another company, when you consider building a business on rented land, what I want you to see here, my friend, because I coach a lot of people inside of my community and work with people that want to make money online through their creations and social media. I do that a lot. I'm a certified life coach. And I really have worked hard to help people kind of decide what they want to do. So if you are considering joining an MLM or anything like that, what I want you to consider is this. You are building a business on rented land. Now, it's not to say you cannot partner with companies. You cannot, do amazing things working in partnership with a brand, but you don't have to do it in a direct sales way. You can do this in so many amazing ways. So what I want to offer to you is some other ways that you can make money online that isn't exactly marrying a company or building a business on rented land. Now, when I say that, and when I think of MLMs, as an MLM, I think most of these companies don't allow you to promote other brands. So if you're a Stampin' Up rep or have been a previous Close to My Heart rep, you can't really talk about other brands and companies. So what I want to offer to you is, whether you are considering joining or you have been a part of this, effect, right, of Close to My Heart closing, this is opening you up to a lot more opportunity to join the regular craft industry. And some things I just want to offer to you that you can sell and that you can do is number one, you can monetize the products you love through what's called affiliate marketing. So if you check out the description, of my channel, you can see we are an affiliate with different companies. Amazon is a really easy one. They just verify you have a website and social media. Number two is, your favorite companies. Cricut has an affiliate program. You can earn 10 to 15 to 12% of sales you drive for Cricut. We partner with 143 Vinyl. They give us, I believe, 10% commission for helping them sell vinyl and things like that. So affiliate partnerships is a great way to just have money coming in when you are using products. All right. It's a very basic, it's really affordable, and it's at no cost to your clients, which is really neat. So that's an option for you. Number two is if you have a blog or a YouTube channel, you can monetize it with ads, which I think is really, really neat. Again, very passive. You just post videos and they find advertisers to be on your video, and you get paid 50% of what they charge the advertiser at no cost to you. Like you literally put in no work. You just make the content, which is really neat. And then number 3, that is the actual way that I have a staff and I have a team and that I can sit here and consider this to be my full-time job, is you can build your own membership. You can build your own community. You can build and sell digital courses. You can sell craft classes. You could sell a virtual crop. You can create an offer and market it to the world and create value for them. And I think someone out there watching this video needs to know that you don't need permission from another company, from another brand to get out there, to make an offer, to build a program, to build a product. No one ever gave me permission to build a company, and no one's ever go give you permission either. So my friend, if you have been affected or you've been considering joining a company or whatever you should do, what I want to invite you to do is to bet on yourself, because you never have a better person to bet on than you as the vehicle. And the reason why I think this so fully and truthfully is because at the end of the day, when I'm on my deathbed, I think about, if I don't bet on myself, I am going to be disappointed and I'm going to think, what if, right? Notice that even if I bet on myself and I fail, or whatever failure looks like, usually failure is not what we think it is. It could be totally different. If it doesn't work out like we think, I would much rather, in my opinion, as I've thought through this a lot, I would much rather be on my deathbed knowing I tried and I bet on myself, rather than sitting on my deathbed thinking, what if? What if my life could have looked a little different if I bet on myself more? So my friend, I want to invite you and I want to open this up to you to bet on yourself, to believe in yourself, and have so much fun. All right. I am super, super excited for your next steps. I am actually going to be teaching a completely free class explaining my journey of taking my hobby, which is Cricut crafts, and how I turned it into my full-time job. Just that simple result, how I did it. I'm going to link it down below. I wasn't going to, but I want to invite you guys, if you're here at this part of the video, chances are you need to be at this workshop. All right. I was planning on doing it and not even telling anyone on YouTube about it, but I saw this video come out and I was like, you know what? I think this is what the community needs. And if you're a friend of our show, if you are just a friend of the papercraft industry, I've been in here, participating on YouTube since 2010, and I love this industry. I think it has changed many lives. I know it's changed mine. I was telling one of my team members, Alicia, who works very hard for our YouTube channel, that I'm so passionate about YouTube, because in 2010, 2011, where I had really poor life circumstances, I escaped my current life circumstances at the time through YouTube. So it's thanks to creators just like yourselves to create content that helped me through. And this is just me giving back. So I hope to see you at my workshop. It's going to be completely live coming up in a few weeks, I think March 14th and at 1 p.m. Eastern. And I cannot wait to see you there, my friend. If you have any questions, I would love to know your thoughts about this news. And I can't wait to have a conversation with you in the comments down below. See you guys very soon. Bye, guys.